Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing good. So today I'm going to show you how you can submit your edit form in Laravel. So now let's get started with today's video. So that's the contact list, and if I'll click on edit, there is a form that is opening. So this form we need to submit. So now let's click on any one edit, and now let's inspect, and in network tab let's just change let's say name James Bond, and I'll click on submit. So here you can see one API it's hitting. So right now in Laravel side this API is not there. So in my previous video I've just created this axios request, but in Laravel side I have done nothing. So today we'll be starting with Laravel how to submit this form. So now in code you can see edit form, and if I'll show you in script, so here you can see data variables and some initial values are given. After that there is fetch contact details. So where so this API we are getting our contact details, and using this API we are displaying our data. Then we have this axios request for post, which we are using to submit our form in our backend side. So now in Laravel, first we need to create root. So in api.php, let's create new root for contact edit, save. So and contact like binding we will be using here same. So we'll be passing contact only, and this will go to contact controller update function. So now let's go to controller update function. Here you can see first one it's taking request, and second it's taking ID. So instead of ID we will be using here binding approach, that is contact model, and request also we will be using, we have created in our like uh, add form. So we will be using same here, that is contact request. So let me show you contact request. So authorization you can see we are just sending by default true, and rules you can see name, email, form, required, minimum. So it's all same only, so that's why I'm using. If you have different validations then you can go for a new request file. So here now let's go and change, let's say contact request, and that will be as a request, and second model that is contact, and let's take in a variable contact only. So now let's get the validated data. So for that we will be writing, let's say request validated. So this will give us validated data, and now let's hold this in a variable, let's say input array. Now let's update this contact. So here we will be getting model, so we'll be using that contact variable here. We will be using update function here, and inside that we will be passing our input array, that is our new like fields value. And now let's hold that in a variable, and after that we will be checking if result is true or false, and depending on that we will be sending our response. So here now let's change, let's say message contact successfully updated, and error will be, let's say, unable to update contact. So now let's go and check in browser. So now let's change name and submit. So there is one error, so let's go to preview, and here you can see the post method. Okay, we have missed something in our roots. So now let's go to api.php. Okay, this one is get, we have kept, so let's change it to post. Now let's go and submit again. So now let's again change name and submit. So there is one more error. Here you can see that it says column not found updated at. So now let's go and add that column. This error I'm showing you because if you are using update function, then in your table this column should be there, because Laravel by default update this column while updating basically. Now let me just reload once again, and now let's now edit third one, let's say bond one, and now let's change name, let's say 777 bond 777, and email also let's say bond 777. Then let's say phone number just change, let's say 0, and message also let's say add something. So now let's submit, and now let's go back to our list, and here you can see bond 777 and email message all fields are updated. So here you can see we have to manually like go back, so we need to redirect to our list after update, so we need to do that. So this redirection will happen in Vue. So now let's go to roots, and here you can see we need to redirect to contact list. So now let's go to edit component. So this redirection will happen inside then. So now here, right, let's say this dot router, and we are going to push that router. So write push function, and inside this function we need to pass our name of routes, that is contact list. Exactly. So we need to add name also in our root file. So now let's go to there and add name field and pass, let's say, contact list. So everything looks good. Now let's go and check in browser again, edit. So here now let's change name and add 3. Now submit. Now you can see it's automatically redirecting to our contact list, and also that contact is updated. So here now last thing we need is like notification, kind of like a toast which can tell us that your contact is updated, like a success or error messages. So now let's go and install that. Vue toast notification I have installed. Now let's go and use that in our app. So for that, let's go and open app.js. Inside that, let's import this Vue toast from Vue toast notification. So now let's tell our app to use this Vue toast. So for that, write app.use, and inside that pass Vue toast. Now let's go and use this toast in our edit component. So write this dot dollar toast, and it's in then, so we will be using success type, and inside success type, let's say message contact successfully, let's say saved or updated. Now let's check and edit any contact. Let's remove 777 and now submit. So here you can see contact successfully updated. So CSS we have not included. Now let's go and include CSS. So now let me show you documentation. From there we can get a little bit more clear understanding how it works. So now let's just go and take this CSS from there, and now let's go again and check in browser. So now let's again edit and submit. So now you can see it's present in bottom. So now let's change position of it. So in configuration, let's pass position all, and here I'm passing as top. So now let's again edit, let's say rock one only, and now let's remove 3 and submit. Now you can see it's coming at the top. So you can go through the documentation of Vue toast notification and which type you want to use and which all parameters you can use for configurations and for toast. So that's all in this video. In this video I've shown you how you can submit your form in Laravel site. So if you have any doubt related to this topic, then you can comment down in the comment section, and in my next video I'll show you how to delete contact. So that's all. So that's all in this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.